everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I was looking at my bags this morning and like organising them. This sounds so sad, doesn't it? It's not something that I do that often. It was just that I had some in this room that I've used before and I was going to put them away. Anyway, I really like pink, but I think there's a certain way of wearing it without looking too childlike. And also, and I don't have the answer to this for any of you, you need to find it out for yourself. But if you want to wear pink and you're not sure what tone, because the tone is really important, get the tone wrong and it can either wash you out or make your skin look weird or just not suit you in general. Figure out what the tone is. I feel for me that I suit pale pink. Weirdly, I don't normally suit pastels, but I think pale pink's the only exception. If I go for too much of a fuchsia, I feel that it overpowers. One way you can wear pink without having to wear a whole outfit is through your accessories, your shoes, your bags, maybe a belt. And I wanted to share with you some of my favourite pink bags from my collection, including one that is new and I haven't even opened it because I was saving it to do it with you first. So I'm going to go and show you what I've got, show you close-ups, and then at the end I'm going to show you the new one. My first is this, and you could argue that this is kind of mauve. I mean, in a way I suppose it is, but out of everything I've got it's kind of like quite pinky toned. This is the Chanel satchel bag. I purchased this back in January 2017. You can't get it anymore. This is part of the winter collection that was out at the time. That looks like dye transfer. Don't worry, it's not. Kind of looks like it, but it better not be. No, it's not. This came out as part of the winter collection. You could also get it in navy blue and maroon, and I was really surprised they did it in this shade because it's not very winter, is it? I personally use it for days where I want to carry more around. You can get an A5 pad in here or like an iPad as well, so this is quite good for that. It's only just got one open section, an inner zip pocket and then a pocket on the back, and it's got a shoulder strap, which the shoulder strap's good if you literally want to wear it on your shoulder, but it's no good if you want to wear it crossbody because it's not long enough. When you wear it crossbody, it sits really awkwardly, like hitched under your arm. So it really is best. I either have the chain over like that, I double it over twice and carry the bag, or you can wear it on your shoulder, of course. This was £2,800 in January 2017. With the Chanel bags in particular, I get a lot of you asking if I can give you the style numbers. Harrods don't give you the style number of the bag. You get a Harrods version of the style number. Does that make sense? And also, with all of the bags I have in this colour, they are all limited edition, so you can't go and buy them all the time. So I'm not so sure how good the serial numbers would be to you, with the exception of that, which is current, which I'll come on to in a second. How nice is this shade? This is my first and only Mulberry bag. This is the Bayswater. It is in, I guess you kind of call that a salmony pink colour. Oh, do you know, this shade really is nice. When you see it in real life, it's even better. So it's just like that on the front. On the back, it's pretty plain. I haven't, the reason why I bought this, two reasons. I mean, I do like Mulberry, but I don't like them enough to spend the money on them because they're around about £800 plus. And I figure if I'm gonna spend that, I'd rather spend it on a bag where the quality's a bit better. Now, to talk about the quality, I bought this because there was 30% off, and also because the colour is so unusual. It's not something I'd seen before, and so the colour and the size caught me because it's quite a cute size. Some of the things that I don't like about it, which are not deal breakers to be fair, but you might care to know about it. I have a bag organiser in there because you really need it in these. On the inside, it's just one big open section, and it does make things really messy when you put anything in there because everything just slides around. You do have one inner zip pocket. First of all, the inside, they haven't really thought about it as such. It's just like the reverse side of the leather. There's no lining. And then the other thing that I really noticed is, can you see this black piping that goes around the edge? Well, it's not really done that neatly. It's quite, the line is quite wobbly all of the way round. So for example, can you see here, the black is transferring onto the front of the bag, and it's like that all of the way round. And the handle is also pretty badly affected. I mean, I think the handle looks awful on this bag, in fact. It feels quite flimsy, and it's not, I don't really use it that often. Can you see what I mean though about that black? Right, I don't even know why they chose black, because against this colour, it was always going to be quite harsh to get that on there straight. Irrespective of that though, I'm glad that I got it for the price. I wouldn't have paid full price for it, so I feel like I paid around 600 and something pounds, which for a branded full leather bag, I thought that was pretty good. I mean, to give you an idea, if you go and buy something from Aspinall of London of this sort of size, you're looking at over 650. And I perceive Mulberry to be a more prestigious brand than Aspinall, just because it's been around a lot longer and it's got a lot more of a heritage to it. Now I shall talk about this one. And for those of you who watch me regularly, you've already seen this. But for anyone who's new, this is a new bag. And this is from Chanel. It's out currently. It's from the Spring/Summer 2019 collection. The pearl handle does not come with it. I'll talk about that in a second. This is in the smaller size of the classic flap, and it is matte caviar leather. The handle is something that I made myself, and I had a lot of very complimentary feedback from you all in the comments of that last video asking me how I did it. It was quite simple, really. I make jewellery just for fun, really. So I had all of the equipment to do it. What I've done is I've used a certain thickness of wire. So when you do jewellery making, if you use wire, you can get all different thicknesses. I've used quite a thick version, and I already had pearls in the size that would work for this. These are synthetic pearls, they're not genuine. Synthetic actually is going to work better for this, I think. The pearls I've got that are freshwater that are this size are Baroque, which means they're not perfectly circle, and I wanted perfectly circle ones. And then what I've got is on each of the ends, I've got a sterling silver T-bar clip that you would get on a bracelet. I've then sealed each of the ends with rubber so that the pearls don't come off and the handle won't snap. And then it's very easy, I just detach it from the bag, and I can attach it to any bag that's got accessibility for these T sections, so I just put it through these holes at the top. I am really looking forward to being able to use this as the summer months come. In the UK, it's been really cold for months actually, and I'm still wearing heavy winter coats. And of course, something as delicate as that doesn't really go with winter coats. So I'm waiting until it warms up. I did have one of you asking if the matte scratches. I don't know, but we're going to find out. Now for my next, another bag that I need to wear, and I haven't because I bought this for my birthday in November last year. And obviously November, the weather is gross in the UK, and it's beginning of April right now, and it's still gross now. I mean, when I say gross, right now it's dark outside, it's raining, and it's quite cold. And I don't want to ruin any of these lighter coloured bags until I've got on clothes that won't transfer colour dye, and it's not going to rain and catch in the rain. This is one of my favourite bags. This is from Dior. It's the mini size Dior. This is a one-off colour, so I think I said all of these bags are one-off with the exception of one that I'm going to show you in a minute. This is iridescent pearlescent pink. It's got a tiny hint of blue in it. On the top, oh, this has got champagne gold as well. Champagne gold's my favourite if I'm going to get gold. On the top, can you see here? It's got a flap that opens out. If you have considered this bag, but you've always thought, I like it, but it's too small for me, can I please say a couple of things? First of all, I carry two phones, one for personal, one for work, and my phones that I carry are the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, which is big, And also it's as big as the Apple, is it? The X Plus, like the big one. And also I carry an Apple X, an Apple 10, not the bigger one though. I can fit both of those phones in here, standing up or sideways. And I can also get in it powder compact, lipstick. The one thing I do is I change over my wallet for a card holder instead of my actual main wallet, and it all fits in there perfectly. The chain handle is removable. I quite like it because when you wear it, it's been designed so it sits on opposing corners. So when you carry this bag, the handles stand upright as you would want them to when you place it down on the side. We're going to do 2 more than the new one. Next is this. Again, I feel like I've shown this to you all a lot recently as well, and I'm sorry if you're getting sick of it, but isn't that just cute? When I see this bag, I want to hug it. It's really squidge. This is from Chanel. Another limited edition. It is from the Spring/Summer 2018 collection. It is a classic flap in tweed. It is my only tweed classic flap. Why? Only because I have never seen a tweed Chanel classic flap in a colour of tweed that I've actually liked enough to want to wear. I'm just going to quickly show you the inside. The inside's got quite a nice touch going, because can you see the way it gradients from pink through to white? Then the inside is lined with, you know, grosgrain ribbon. It's got like a texture to it and it's quite thick. It's lined with that in pale pink. I have had some of you asking how you clean it, and I don't know how you would clean that. I probably would imagine you can't clean it. And so for that reason, I look after all of my bags anyway, because they take so long to buy in the first place that it would almost be an abuse to treat them badly. And also sometimes I like to sell things to be able to buy the next thing. And I would like them to be nice for whoever might end up with them next. Now for the final bag before I show you the new one. Technically this is coral, but honestly when I have it in the lineup it kind of like works. Do you know what I mean? It's very similar. Anyway, this is from SENREVE, and on the inside, SENREVE sent me this last year. Now, do you know what? When you do blogging, sometimes you get sent things, and I don't know how it works. Some people get sent more than others. Some people get sent nothing. I was sent 2 bags last year by this brand, and I could have pinched myself when they sent me them. The first one they sent me was a work bag, because I do videos on work and things, and they'd seen it and they said, we'd love to send you a work bag. So this shape here comes in 3 sizes. This is the mini. They do a large size though, which fits, well, it fits my 15-inch MacBook laptop, and I use it every day for work. It's a trooper. Then they said to me, would you like another one? And I was like, I felt so bad. I was like, I'll just go and buy it. Honestly, I'm like this with Jo Malone. Jo Malone sent me a couple of things before and I was like, thank you. And I ended up just buying my own stuff, and then they wrote to me and they were like, why are you buying your own stuff? And I was like, because I don't really feel comfortable asking for the freebies. But anyway, they were like, no, please take it. So I picked this bag, and there are some marks on it actually, because I've used it quite a bit. Let me just show you. Can you see there's some marks on that front section there? This is called the Maestra. It's the mini Maestra, and it's beneficial for a number of different reasons, which I'm going to come on to in a second. It is made from, this leather is incredible. The inside of it is lined. This is so soft. But when you look on the inside, this is what I really love it for. It's got section after section. It's really, really organized. And the work bag version is exactly the same. So for example, you've got one of these. So if you want to put your wallet on it and hook it out, you can. So that is my other pink bag. By the way, that's not an advert. When it comes to adverts, I feel that if you've been given a product or paid to talk about it, it's automatically assumed that it must be a pile of junk and that you're only talking about it because you've been given it or paid for it. They gave me this back last year. They haven't asked me to talk about it. It's just part of my collection. And I do understand the logic behind assuming something's junk because someone's been given it, because I actually feel the same. I feel the same when I watch other people. I'm like, do you really like that? Is it really any good? But hey, you know what? I can only just show you what I show you, and you don't know me, do you? So I could be a massive liar, but yeah, it got given to me. It's brilliant. The newest bag, the newest pink bag. It's so new, the tags are still on it. This is so nice. So I ordered this online. I'm dragging you out with suspense, aren't I? I'm trying to put the handle on. And I hadn't opened it until now. And it is nice. Let me take this off. This blue sticker thing. Look at that colour. This is from Valentino. I can't describe Valentino leather. I wish that you could reach in and feel it, because it's always very soft and very supple and kind of buttery, I would describe it as. And then on the inside, oh, it's still got its stuffing in. It's pretty big on the inside, look at that. And it's got a compartment at the back there. So that card holder sits in there. You could easily, I can fit my 2 phones in there, no problem. I could actually probably get a regular size wallet in there. And look at the strap that comes with it. Normally I don't like straps on bags because they haven't been thought out. They're normally really basic looking. This has got the studs all the way round, but it's also detachable. So you can add a shorter strap onto it. You know what I'm thinking? I could make a different version of a strap that goes on it if I want a shorter thing. Not that, because that's too much, but anyway. That's really, really lovely. This, you might have already seen it, although, no, you won't have seen it. This I bought from Louisa Via Roma, and several weeks ago now, one of you wrote to me, no, 2 of you wrote to me, and one DM'd me on Instagram, and you had been sent a 25% off flash coupon. And you were so kind to send it to me, because I need more, don't I? Anyway, you sent it to me, and I had a wish list and this was on it. And I went on my wish list and I couldn't believe it because the 25% off was on this. Let me know what you think, whether you love pink bags or you think they're ghastly. Everyone's opinion is valid, even if you think I won't like it. This is a democracy, say what you think. Thank you again, and I will see you in the comments.